Welcome to the Happy Black Woman Podcast, the show for ambitious Black women who want it all. I'm your host, Rosetta Thurman, and my mission is to educate, inspire, and empower Black women all over the world to create amazing lives and successful businesses. As a mindset coach and business mentor, I teach you how to achieve your big goals faster than you ever thought possible. And if you're ready to transform your mindset, get out of your own way, and become the woman you know you were meant to be, you are definitely in the right place. Now let's get into the show. Hello and welcome to episode number 116 of the Happy Black Woman Podcast. I'm your host, Rosetta Thurman, and this episode is sponsored by my brand new Manifest Your Vision tour. This is my half-day seminar where I am traveling around the country to share how you can transform your mindset and get what you want. I will be in a city near you sometime soon, so go to manifestyourvisiontour.com to learn more and grab your ticket. All right, ladies, this episode is all about something that is very important to being able to achieve your goals and manifest what you want, your beliefs. There is so much involved with your mindset when it comes to getting what you want. And one of the areas that is often overlooked is your beliefs. What are you believing? What are you thinking? What's in your mind as you are going throughout your life, going throughout your day, going throughout your year, trying to make progress on the goals that you set out for yourself? So today I really want to talk about the biggest culprit, the number one limiting belief that could be holding you back from getting what you want, that could literally be keeping you from manifesting the lifestyle that you want, the business that you want, the body that you want, the relationship that you want, the career that you want. Do you know what it is? It is the belief that it's not possible. The belief that it's not possible holds so many women back because you cannot achieve something that you don't believe is possible for you. You cannot accomplish something that you don't believe is possible for you to accomplish. So much of what is behind your procrastination, your self-sabotage, your perfectionism, is you believing deep down that it's not going to work for you, it's not going to happen for you, you can't do it, and what's the point of even trying? Now, this belief can be very hidden because on the surface, you say that you want this thing, you think that you want this thing, and you may have been working towards getting this thing for many years, but the belief deep down is that this thing is so far beyond your reach that it doesn't make sense to your brain to take action on it consistently. So this is what I ask my ladies, my clients, my students, when they ask, Rosetta, how can I stop procrastinating? How can I get off of this start, stop cycle of sometimes I work on my goals and then sometimes I fall off. Sometimes I make progress and then sometimes I'm stagnant for months. How do you get out of that pattern? How do you get out of that behavior that you're used to doing? And that is to investigate your beliefs. Investigate your beliefs, notice your beliefs, observe your beliefs, because when you do that, you can begin to change them. So I want you to ask yourself if you are using this type of language, either out loud or in your head when it comes to your goals. So have you ever said to yourself, I can't do that. I'm too old. I'm too young. I can't afford it. I don't have the money. I don't have enough experience. I'm too fat. I'm too skinny. I don't live in the right area. I don't have the right connections. Have you ever said those things to yourself out loud or in your head? If you have, then you probably are allowing this limiting belief to hold you back from getting what you want. I want to talk about why it is impossible for you to have this belief and get what you want at the same time. Your mind cannot hold two opposing beliefs at the same time and function properly. Your mind cannot hold two opposing beliefs at the same time and still function properly. This is called cognitive dissonance. This is called cognitive dissonance, which is what happens when you are trying to hold two opposing beliefs in your mind and still take action on something. It's literally the mental equivalent of driving a car or trying to drive a car and having your foot on the gas and the brake at the same time. It just doesn't work. And in fact, when you try to do that, you'll mess up your car and you will not get anywhere. So here's what that looks like and sounds like in your mind when you have cognitive dissonance, when you are trying to hold two opposing beliefs. So on the one hand, you're thinking, you know what? I really want to have a successful business. I really want to start getting clients and make money in my business. And then in just the next moment, you're thinking, but nobody would pay for what I have to offer. My products and services aren't good enough. I haven't been doing this for very long. People are not going to want to get out their credit card and give it to me. I'm just starting out. Nobody knows who I am. I'm too old for this. Nobody's going to want to work with me. When you have beliefs like that, but at the same time, you're saying, yes, I want to have a successful business. Yes, I want to have clients. Yes, I want to make money. But, your mind is holding two opposing beliefs and you're experiencing cognitive dissonance. It's incongruence in what you want and the beliefs about what you want. So can you see how having these two beliefs together in your mind can prevent you from moving forward? You are wanting this goal, which is like putting your foot on the gas. Let's go. Let's do this. But on the other hand, you're saying, but I can't achieve this goal. There's no way. I'm not good enough. I'm not cut out for this entrepreneurship thing. That's your foot on the brake. And that is why you are not moving forward. So hopefully this is starting to make sense for you in terms of the connection between your beliefs and your actions. This is why I say that this is the number one limiting belief holding you back. When I say holding you back, I mean holding you back from taking action, holding you back from doing what you know you need to do to achieve your goal. You've got one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake, and you ain't going nowhere, girl. So how do you break out of this? How do you break out of that? Like I said, it's important to observe and to notice when you're doing it. So let me just give you one more example that I hear a lot in our Happy Black Woman tribe. And that's another example just around relationships. So if you have a desire to have a healthy romantic relationship, you're wanting to call in your man, you're wanting to have, a great relationship, romantic relationship. You want to get married, you want to have kids one day. You come to that area of your life thinking, wow, I really would love to be with someone. I'm at a place in my life where I could really, enjoy having a companion. I want to have someone to experience life with, enjoy experiences with, do things with, grow with, laugh with, and maybe get married and have some babies. That's your goal on the one hand. That's your desire. And then on the other hand, you're like, ain't no good men in this town. All these men are either broke, married, or gay. All the men that I date, they don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to communicate. They have issues. They're ugly. They're short. I make more money than them. They're intimidated by me. I might as well just focus on myself. Right? So you have, on the one hand, this desire, this goal. You want to put your foot on the gas. I want to get out there, start dating again, or start dating, period. I want to go find someone. I want to meet someone. I want to be with someone. And then you got this limiting belief It's like, the angel and the devil on your shoulder. Like, why, there ain't no men out there. Stop playing. You're not going to be successful with that. You cannot have those two beliefs operating in your mind and still get results and still have success in that area. So if you're wondering why you're not meeting people or not meeting the right people to be in a relationship with, that's why. Your mind is literally keeping you from seeing results. Your mind is literally keeping you from moving forward because, again, you cannot move forward when you have one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake. You've got these two opposing beliefs in your mind, and they're like fighting with each other. They're like at odds. They're incongruent, and that is why you cannot make progress. So once you notice and observe, just like I'm talking about now, like I keep saying I want this thing, but if I'm honest with myself, I'm really saying opposite things in my mind and out loud and with my friends and with my family. What comes out of your mouth is what's going on in your mind. And so if what's coming out of your mouth or what's going on in your mind is not congruent with what you say you want, you're not going to move forward. Or you might take a few steps forward, but you'll take 10 more steps back. And it'll be a while before you have the courage and the energy to get back into it. So what do you do with that? How do you start to turn that around? If you have been honest with yourself and you've observed, you're listening to this episode and you're like, okay, Rosetta, I know I've been doing that and I'm ready to stop it. I'm ready to address it. I'm ready to overcome it because I'm tired of not getting what I want. I'm tired of not being able to manifest the lifestyle, the business, the career, the relationship, whatever. And I don't want to be in this cycle anymore. If you're at that place, I want to give you a few things that you can do. So, number one, you can create new beliefs to replace the limiting beliefs. You can create new beliefs to replace the limiting beliefs. So literally, all that means is you flipping those beliefs around to the positive. So right now, they're limiting beliefs, they're negative beliefs. So let's just take one, there are no good men out there. There are no more good men out there. They're all gone, right? That's a belief that you have. And you may have said that to yourself. You may have said that out loud to a girlfriend. The easiest way to create a positive belief out of that is to just flip it around. Literally the opposite of that. So what would be the opposite of saying there's no good men out there? The opposite would be there's good men everywhere. Simple as that, right? The old limiting belief is there's no good men out there. The new positive, empowering belief is there's good men everywhere. And that was literally my belief that allowed me to attract some really great men into my life. I believe that there's good men everywhere. There's good men in every city, every town, every country, everywhere I go around the world, there's good men. And I attract them. So you could even add to that. You could say there's good men everywhere and I attract them to me easily. That's how you turn a limiting belief into a positive belief. You literally just take the opposite and you begin saying that instead of the limiting belief. And so once you create a new, positive, empowering belief, you begin to replace it by, again, observing yourself, thinking the limiting belief or saying it out loud, which you're going to stop doing after today. And when you catch yourself saying or thinking, man, it's hard to find a man around here or whatever, you say, wait a minute. No. That's not the belief that's going to get me what I want. What I really meant to say was there's good men everywhere. There's good men all around me and I attract them easily. I always attract good men. I always attract men who treat me like a queen. I always attract men who are interesting and romantic and who want to be in a monogamous relationship. I only attract men who are supportive and fun, and they want to be with one woman. You can say those things to yourself. Those are new beliefs. The only way to install new beliefs into your mind is to repeat them over and over again. It's going to take some time, because if you've been having these limiting beliefs for years, it's going to take some time to install the new beliefs and really get them into your DNA, to really get them into your brain, into your mind, into your body, like to completely install the new belief. It's like installing a new program on a computer. You're the computer and you've got to complete the installation. You've got to restart it and you've got to start using the new program. You've got to start using the new belief. You've got to start using this new language. All right. So let's do another example. Let's say your career. So you've been looking for a new job, a better job, a higher paying job. And it's been frustrating, right? You're going out there, maybe you've been in the field for a while and you've been saying to yourself, man, I'm getting older and nobody wants to hire somebody my age. Either I'm overqualified or underqualified. It's hard to find a job these days. Or it's hard to find a good paying job these days. I might as well just stay where I'm at. So if you've been saying that, what's the opposite of that? What's the opposite of saying there's no good jobs? What's the opposite of saying it's hard to get a job? It's easy to find a great paying job. There are so many great paying jobs out there, and I find them easily and quickly. I always find great opportunities for my career. It is easy for me to find a brand new job. It's just a matter of choosing which one I want the most. These are new beliefs. Whatever you believe becomes true for you. So in the beginning, it might seem weird, like, why am I saying this when I really don't believe it yet? You're saying it so that you can begin to believe it. You're saying it so that you can get used to hearing this new language coming from you. You are the source of this language in the first place. So you get to change it. You get to shift it. You get to transform it. And so the best way to do that is through repetition. And as you are repeating it, as you are catching yourself saying the negative belief, the limiting belief, and replacing it, you are going to begin believing it in your core to the point where a few months from now, a few years from now, that limiting belief will no longer even be a part of your DNA. It'll be gone. It'll be gone. So that is the value of doing this process. The second thing I want to say in terms of helping you to eliminate these limiting beliefs is to surround yourself with people who believe that everything is possible. Surround yourself with people who believe in you getting what you want. So let me give you an example of that. When I decided to start being more successful financially in my business, I found it very important for me to surround myself with people who were on the journey to make their businesses successful. And not just people who, you meet people at these networking events and they're kind of like Debbie Downers, like, yeah, the economy is bad. Yeah, Trump is not, making things easier on us. He's just making it harder. And, it's just really difficult out here for Black business owners, blah, 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 blah. Stab me in the eye, kill me now, let me get a drink. That is a certain type of person you could hang out with and surround yourself with. But there's a different type of person that I recommend you go out there and find, and that is the type of person who is very optimistic about what's possible, who believes that that there are opportunities out there no matter what. So I began to search for masterminds to be a part of. I began to search for different trainings to sign up for, different events to go to, with people who were positive, with people who were really thinking outside the box. And so when you go looking for those types of people, you will find them. And when you start putting yourself out there and meeting different types of people, they'll introduce you to other people who are like them. When you hang out with negative people who have limiting beliefs and a mindset of lack and scarcity, they tend to hang out with those same types of people. So when you get with the right kinds of people, it expands your network for positivity and possibility. So you want to surround yourself with people who also are believing in being successful, who are also doing things to make themselves successful instead of complaining and not moving forward. Misery loves company, but success does too. So you want to look for meetup groups in your area of people who are getting together to talk about being successful in their career, in their business, in their marriage, in their relationships, in their health, with their finances. There are groups for every kind of goal that you want to achieve out there. And the website to go to is meetup.com, meetup.com. Meetup.com. Also look for events. You can go on Eventbrite. There's an app called Eventbrite. And that's Eventbrite. I feel like I'm at a spelling bee right now. Eventbrite.com. And you can find events in your area that have people who are focused on a certain goal, whether it's, again, business, career, finances, whatever goal you're working on. When you go to events like that, where there are people gathered talking about making progress in a certain area, you found your new tribe, you found your new group, you found your new network of people to hang out with who are not getting stuck on these limiting beliefs, but they're doing something. They're taking action to move themselves forward into a world of possibility instead of lack. So those two things can help you really overcome the limiting beliefs that you may have and start getting you excited about your goals again. Start getting you into action again. Start getting you out of being stagnant and into really being on the right path to getting what you want. And that right path involves you taking steps consistently, day after day, no matter what is happening or not happening. This is what's going to allow you to stay committed to your goals. When you have positive, empowering, affirming beliefs, it's inspiring for you to keep going. So let me just recap what I've talked about today. We've talked about the number one limiting belief that holds you back from getting what you want, and that is the belief that it's not possible for you. And so in order to transform that belief and start to be able to take action every day consistently, you're going to have to create new beliefs and install those new beliefs, just like a program in your computer. And to do that, just take the opposite of it. Turn that belief around. Make it a positive belief instead of a negative belief. And that typically just means turning it around, taking the opposite of it, and starting to say that to yourself instead of the limiting belief. And then the second thing is to surround yourself with other people who have positive beliefs. Surround yourself with people who believe that anything is possible. Surround yourself with people who are taking action on their goals instead of complaining about why they can't do it. And when you do those things, you will begin to see results sooner rather than later. All right, ladies, I have enjoyed taking this time with you today on this episode to talk about your beliefs. I look forward to hearing what happens for you when you use these strategies and these tools. And I hope to see you in person very, very soon on my Manifest Your Vision tour. I'm going to be in a city near you over the next few months. I'm going to be doing live half-day seminars on how you can transform your mindset to do a lot of the things we've been talking about today in your life as it relates to your goals. We're going to help you get clarity on those goals. We're going to help you understand what's been holding you back and have you leave with an action plan for moving forward in your life. So go to manifestyourvisiontour.com, learn more about the tour, and grab your ticket to join me live in a city near you. Have a wonderful rest of your week, day, month, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you for listening to the Happy Black Woman podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, there are 2 things you can do. Number 1, leave me a rating and review on iTunes. It would mean so much to me, and it would help so many more women find the show so they can be inspired as well. Number 2, join our private Facebook community where you can meet hundreds of like-minded women from around the world. To join the group, go to happyblackwomantribe.com. And until next time, remember, you can do anything you want with your life, and no one can stop you but you.